Now, pants down, this is one of the weirdest protests you will ever see. Wes has had enough. So he's staging a month-long sit-down protest on the side of a major highway.
Good man.
So Wes, what are you doing, mate?
Well, mate, when you gotta go, you gotta go. I know there's not a lot of privacy here.
So install a toilet in every vehicle.
Doesn't supply toilets.
Wes Walker doesn't mince his words when it comes to standing up, or in this case, sitting down for what he believes in.
Well, can I say it gives me the shit?
King of the roadside throne,
Yeah, fuck it.
Wes has spent the last month staging a protest calling for toilets to be installed at this truck pit stop in Gatton, west of Brisbane.
Oh, there's no toilets there?
I'm teared up about it.
I'd be pretty mad too.
This is wrong. It's so wrong. Sorry, I just get emotional.
That's all right. Obviously, you feel strongly about it.
Passionate about it. They're the lifeline of the country.
Toilets or truckers?
Today, truckies came from far and wide to show their support for this unlikely crusader.
It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, but obviously us as females, we have other needs that men don't have.
You go anywhere else and people expect in their office, in their workshop, in their warehouse to have a toilet.
Sometimes you just got to go. You've been in the truck for 5 or so hours, like when you pull up...
He's the resub dog.
So this has to be one of the most unusual protests I've ever seen.
Well, Chris, it's not a protest, it's a petition.
Yeah, and those usually work.
Any harm. All I'm doing is supporting the people that keep this country together. And until the general public understands, without trucks, you won't even be watching your TV.
Queensland's Transport and
true.
Roads Department spent
He's not wrong.
$18 million building this facility so truckies driving road trains can decouple their loads and head on into the city.
It's beyond comprehension that you'd spend that much money here and not at least have a toilet facility.
Last year when we were in lockdown, truck drivers were essential. This year...
Well, they'll always kind of be essential until it's automated.
The Transport Department say this facility was never meant to be a pit stop. That's because the land around it is owned by Queensland University, and the university...
Yeah, just install a shitter in the truck.
...here would present a biosecurity risk. They believe that human waste and litter will impact on their agricultural research projects.
This is an environmental disaster. There's no two ways about that.
The biosecurity risk at the moment...
The biosecurity risk.
Because people have to go.
The truckies are relieving themselves...
This is a man who's been shitting in the fucking grass. This man's guilty. I can see it.
But we've got nowhere else to go.
Truckies say they've been told they'll be charged if they relieve themselves at this site, which is surrounded by security cameras.
I mean, it's pretty bad if they're going to start charging drivers for having to go to the toilet here when they can't go anywhere else.
Is this the only truck stop in all of Australia? Like, Christ.
If I fall out of my wheelchair here, can you pick me up and put me back in it?
Wes says he's already collected thousands of signatures on his petition. Of course, the Transport Department says if truck drivers are caught short, they can simply drop in at the BP service station down the highway. But Wes says that's not a solution because it means they have to make another stop, and no one has checked with BP
Thanks to resub
to see if they're
Foxtrot.
happy about it. So do you think it is just money? Is that what the government's worried about?
Toilets can't be that expensive.
The government hasn't got any money. It's the taxpayers' money.
True.
And I can assure you, the good people out there paying taxes wouldn't begrudge a truck driver having a toilet here.
He's battling on for the truckies, and I just take my hat off to him. I think he's a fantastic bloke.
John
Thanks to resub.
Shollick runs the
Already said
local
that.
newspaper and has put in a portaloo for Wes, who's on a disability pension, to use while he's staging his sit-in.
I just think it's deplorable in this day and age. Are we a third world country now with truck drivers? Once again, poor old truckies get hit.
It's dire straits. There's no other word for it.
Now, the Transport and Main Roads Department says it doesn't install toilets at these truck facilities because the public would think they were public rest areas. Their full statement is on our website.
I mean, it's a pretty good reason. People do love toilets. It'll become a hot spot. Soon you'll have kids going there and hanging out just because there's toilets there. I can see where they're coming from. People just flock to places with shitters. It's in our nature. Needs to be some protector. I'm gonna fill up my water real quick. Give me 1 second.